Hi YouTube, Matt Padlo here, and let's get right into discussing credit cards, more specifically the Discover It card. My favorite card right now. I've been running all my expenses through it for 2 years. The first time it was a card that I held. This year it's a card that Alaina holds, and we're just running all of our expenses through the card. All our living expenses, groceries, bills. There are a lot of payments that want to take out of a bank account, but if they accept a credit card, this is it. Let's talk about the presentation. First of all, it's GLAM. The presentation they send it in is really nice as well. I got a nice silver looking steel card last year. Alaina got this pretty pink color. Never seen somebody get so many compliments on their card as Alaina with this one. They have a lot of attractive covers to the card that you can choose when you sign up. Secondly, they seem to be pretty generous with credit lines, and that's great because if we're discussing credit cards, you want good credit card utilization. So that means what you're approved for, your credit line, you're only supposed to use a small percentage of that, max like 30%, but you want to keep it less than that if possible. So anyway, as you can see, even if you get a $5,000 credit limit, that's really not giving you that many funds to actually work with or get deemed come the next month on your credit report. One nice thing about this card is when you sign up your first year, it's a cashback match, unlimited, and they're serious about that. I ran 26,000 bucks through the card. They gave cash back on all of that, so it's legit. It's not a scam. Also, this card, when you first sign up for the first year, is 0% interest for like 14 to 18 months, depending on what promo you sign up on. Let's get right into a screen recording so we can dive in and take a closer look. Let's go to the spend analyzer, $26,722.75. And that's just living expenses, groceries, things we were gonna buy for investments, our businesses, all that kind of stuff. Wholesale clubs, again, more food, restaurants. We tried to use a lot of the card and its benefits and reward systems towards food because that's a necessity, and we weren't just frivolously buying food, we were actually eating it all. So anyway, there's the total spent right there, and it's cool that they give you this little breakdown. I'm like, oh, merchandise, services, supermarkets, wholesale clubs, and restaurants. So you can kind of keep track and see where your money is going, so that's kind of cool. The app is pretty streamlined and modern, which I appreciate, works pretty fast as well. It has, of course, the fingerprint technology, so if you sign up with that, you don't even have to log in to check your credit limit or if your payment went through. No instant payments like Citi Card, the one that I had through Costco, that grants you your funds instantly once you made a payment, but it's not that way with this card. You're gonna have to wait several days. I guess it's kind of good in a way because it isn't going to allow you just to pay it off and then put it right back on the card. It gives you a bit of a lapse of time. Also a trick, make sure you find out when you are using credit cards because they have a bad rap. But if you use them like a tool, like I'm talking about here, to just run your everyday expenses through them and then make sure you pay it off before the promotional interest is done, you can get a lot of cash back. And it's safer because I don't use a bank card a lot, but when I have used a bank card, it has been hacked quite a lot, and I've lost money out of my bank account. With a Discover card, you're not losing your money, they're losing money. They usually get it back. All right, so right now I have an $125 credit to the card. That's why you can see the negative balance right there. The available credit's $10,500. That's about double of what they initially approved me for a year ago. So that's awesome that if you show your responsibleness and you run a lot through the card and can pay it off, they're gonna bump up your credit limit that much within just a year without me even asking, by the way. And that's gonna look great on my record to just have this credit line now chilling there, open, sitting in the weens, so it knocks down my credit card utilization on other cards that I'm running through. So the rewards, how the Discover works, and it's popular with a lot of cards, is they're gonna have rolling rewards in like 3-month periods. So January to March, grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS. Who doesn't need groceries, right? Rayleigh's, Save Mart, Safeway. All of that can work great, and you can just buy your regular food and get 5% cash back. And the first year, you're actually going to get 10% back because they do a cash back match. Moving on to April and June, gas stations, wholesale clubs. Who doesn't need gas in their car? Who doesn't shop at Costco or Sam's Club? Even if it's just Alaina and I, we love stocking up at a wholesale club every now and then. and then you can just eat off of the food for months. Restaurants and PayPal, July and September, live it up a little bit on these 3 months. You can eat out, you can do some purchases through PayPal. October to December, we have Amazon, Walmart, and Target. Last year, they even threw in Best Buy, which was awesome. If you have a year-end laptop you want to buy, or you're doing a Christmas gift, why not purchase it through Best Buy, even though their card is really good too, and they offer like 18 months 0% financing, so that you might want to actually use the Best Buy credit lines for that. But it's still nice to have that option and then get 10% back on your purchase. Who's not going to shop on Amazon around the holidays? I feel like this Discover It, their rewards, the rolling 3 months, the companies they chose and the rewards they chose are very useful. And again, almost all of them can be used for food. That's huge. Target.com, I used a lot of it for food. I did a massive food order. Target actually can deliver you food in the boxes, of course, not the cold stuff, but any stuff that can be stored on a shelf. Look at how much I earned. That is a good amount of money, considering that if I had bought it with cash, check, or my bank card, I would have gotten absolutely nothing, a big zero. So you got to look at it that way. I could have gotten more cash back. $904.08 could have been over $1,000, but due to the card being maxed out and due to us being stretched a little thin, we couldn't maximize the full last 5%. That's a little bit about how their reward system works, and it tells you right here 1% cashback bonus to 18, 5% cashback bonus to 34. Then you have the cashback match, which matches not only the 1% cashback bonus, but also the 5. So you're actually earning 10% cash back on $1,500. I do need to mention that there's a limit on the 5% cash back of up to $1,500, $75 in rewards, each of those rolling 3-month periods. But man, 10% back on all your purchases the first year, that's crazy. And then 2% on everything else. What more can you ask for from a card company? That's a really good structured system, especially for nowadays. Overall experience with this Discover It card and Discover in general as a credit card company has been super positive. I feel like their app is super streamlined. It's easy to understand. The couple times I needed to use customer support, they were great. There's really nothing negative to say about the card. I'm not a financial expert. It's not like I'm the best at doing credit cards, and yet I was able to run all my living expenses through a card, get a lot of money and rewards and cash back on it, and have that added security of running your money through a third party. I think credit card running is a great thing to do if you have the discipline to make sure you paid off before the promotional interest is done. Be strategic, make sure you don't buy frivolous things, that it's just living expenses, bills, stuff like that that you're gonna pay anyway. If you don't have as much discipline, keep the credit limit lower. Even if they approve you for more, you could ask for lower, so that way you don't extend yourself. Once you start getting past multiple paychecks, in order to pay off a card, it can get hard to catch up if you fall behind and you're really maxing out high credit limits. At least for me, a $5,000 to $10,000 credit limit is pretty high, and it can easily get away from you. If you guys like this content and like finances and credit cards and investing, and you wake up every morning and look at crypto prices, go ahead and like that button down below for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out a small channel such as ours.